Hi folks, Finn here, technical lead for local gov Drupal. I am just doing a short video today to demonstrate how the new issue queues work in the new world of Gitlab issues on Drupal.org. Over recent weeks, we have had the majority of our local gov Drupal projects migrated from the classic Drupal.org issue queues to the new and exciting GitLab-based issue queues, which is absolutely great, but does present a slightly different workflow for creating an issue fork and a merge request. So I'll just run you through that quickly now. We're on the local gov microsites profile project, and down on the right hand side, we'll find the link to issues. This now takes us to the git.drupal.org, sorry, .drupalcode.org site, which is the community, the Drupal Association managed GitLab instance, where we have all of our code and have done for a while. But now we also have these work items, which is where we'll find our issue queues. Now, these issues have been migrated in from previous issue queues a couple of weeks ago by the Drupal Association. Thank you so much, everyone at the Drupal Association, for doing that. It's great to be working in the GitLab issue queues. If we click onto one of the issues, we'll see it pops up in a split screen. You can click on the top there on the issue number or the little icon to open a full page, and we can see a GitLab issue, which if you've ever used GitLab issues before, you'll be relatively familiar with. Um, Specifically, what we're interested in here is that the Drupal bot adds a little comment to every issue, giving us some useful links to help us manage our workflow. One of those links is the manage forks, branches, merge requests, and access. So if we click that link, we're taken to new.drupal.org. Now, if you're not logged in already, you may need to log in at this point. It's the same login and authentication as Drupal.org, but you do need to authenticate the first time you come to this site. Once you're authenticated, you'll see you're on the Forks Management tab, and you should be able to create issue fork. Now, it gives us some options here, including what branch to fork from. Well, to create a new branch for a starter, and what branch to fork from. So make sure you're forking from the appropriate branch, and you can change the name of the branch, the issue fork repository should you want to. It automates it with the number of the issue and the issue name there. So the defaults are usually fine, unless you want to create multiple forks. Now, once it's created this fork, you notice it tells me access is granted straight away because I've just created the issue fork. If you come to somebody else's issue, you may need to click a button there to say get access to issue fork, which is just an automated process and gives you access straight away. Once you've done that, you'll see that there are some useful commands you can drop down in this reveal link, starting with, if you haven't cloned the project in the first place, to clone the repo first. So let's do that. Let me just flip over to my IDE, and I will just git clone the local gov microsites repo. And in fact, it CDs into the folder as well, which is nice. One less thing to worry about. It's worth pointing out that this little icon here to copy and paste, copy the links, is actually kind of hidden in the text. You can't click anywhere else, I don't think. You have to hover over that icon and click. It says copied. So this command is going to add the remote for our new repository that we've just forked, the issue fork, and it also fetches the branches from that fork. If we scroll down here to the next section, this is checking out the fork branch that we've created for this issue. So for the first time, we use this first command, which essentially creates the branch locally, git checkout -b branch name, and then tracks it to the remote copy of that branch. So we are now on that branch and ready to make changes, do some work, and commit and push. If you did already have the branch, you could use this command to check out the branch name, or you could push a local branch up. So yeah, really useful commands to just copy paste and get you quickly to the point where you can contribute. Now, in this case, we're looking at the local microsites GitLab CI. Oops, that was the file that we want to look at, and specifically opt-in test current. I want to change that from 0 to 1 because for some reason we are not testing the current Drupal core release version, which is Drupal 11. Just check again, that's what branch I'm on, git status. That's the file that I modified. We can go to git diff just to see the change. That is what I was expecting. So git add and just double check that's just that file had been added. Yes. And git commit update GitLab CI to test current Drupal core version. I do like a git commit message that describes what we're doing. And let's push that back up to our issue fork. Now, GitLab is very helpful in that it has already set our local branch to track the remote branch, and it also gives us this lovely link to create a merge request. So we can literally just click on that link. It takes us to the new merge request creation, and this is creating a merge request from this issue repository and branch to the original local gov microsites um, um, repository project. So we can create a merge request, and we can see on that merge request we can double check, that the changes tab shows us the change. And importantly, if we just refresh, we should see that that has kicked off the pipeline to run our automated pipelines, including coding standards checks and PHP unit tests. And actually, in this case, that's something that we're interested in. Is it running multiple versions? Yes, it is. It's installing Composer on the current core, and it's also installing for Max PHP version. If we look at the others, it looks like it is going to run PHP Stand, PHP CS, and it is going to run PHP Unit against the Max version and the current, but not the previous, because we haven't asked it to do that. So that is all good. That looked like a successful merge request. We're obviously at this stage we'll probably wait, let the tests run through and just double check we haven't accidentally broken anything else that was previously working in our automated tests. We'll probably also wait for somebody else to review that and approve that. Usually, second pair of eyes is always good. If you're not a maintainer of the repository, it will only be maintainers that can actually merge that, accept that merge request and merge it, and then tag the release. So yeah, that's just a quick intro into the GitLab issue queue merge request workflow. Do give us a shout if you have any questions on our Slack or Drupal Slack, or get in touch on Drupal.org. Many thanks.